Fireman Sam is a lovely little children's character who is a hero, puts out fires, and the community thinks of him as one of their bravest souls. But also, he hates women, he's a fucking pig, all men are pigs. Oh Jesus, sorry, I'm getting quite emotional here. Fireman Sam is a despicable sexist fuck. Because apparently in England right now, if you call a firefighter a fireman, it's incredibly sexist. And I agree. In fact, I think firefighter is too sexist as well. What about fire non-binary? What about fire gender fluid? Yes, this comes from the head of the London Fire Brigade, Danny Cotton, who in fact is the first female commissioner of the London Fire Brigade. And here's the thing, she looks after 102 fire stations, over 6,000 employees. You would think she'd have enough fires to put out as it is, but she's dealing all the time talking about how sexist cartoons are. Are you fucking serious? This stems from the idea, and this is what she's been pushing for some time, that if young women, right, if they hear someone referring to a fireman as a fireman, then they will never be able to be firemen because they're ladies. Which is fucking stupid. Just so happens that Fireman Sam was brought out in 1987 when there were fuck all female firefighters. So why are we going to change the name? You fucking idiot. What are you going to call them? Fire girls? That sounds like a brothel in Western Sydney. That's fucking stupid. Oh, and by the way, now they've dragged Peppa Pig into the situation, these fucking scum.
Peppa Pig's been sucked into this too, Harriet, because Peppa Pig mentioned the word fireman.
Well, we do know that it is actually deterring young girls from becoming firefighters.
How do you know that?
Because when we've done the research, what we see is that gender roles go into children at the age of 7. So by 7, children, if you say to them, draw a firefighter, will draw a man.
Social studies are one of the least reliable studies that one can do. And in fact, when you talk about these kids in this situation, only 5% of the firefighters in London are women. So just statistically speaking, you see more firemen than firewomen. So you could probably draw a fireman.
A cartoon strip is preventing women from becoming firefighters?
Yeah, it is not preventing women from becoming firefighters. I actually think there's a serious issue here, which is that this is a real insult to women. This is why people turn off feminism, because essentially what you're saying is that grown women are going to make their career choices on the basis of children's cartoons.
Oh my God, she has made the point of the century. Modern day feminism makes women look weak. And they're not. I know you can probably relate to this. The vast majority of women in my life are tough motherfuckers. And they don't need little handouts. They don't need things changed for them to make them more comfortable. It just makes women look less than men, which is the exact opposite of what they're trying to do. Women don't need feminism, all right? They don't. They don't need things to be changed and moved around for them. They're tough motherfuckers. They'll be right.
Point that actually it's not about grown women, it's about little girls.
I mean, this, yeah.
And that they get their view of gender and the roles that they should play when they're very little, which is the age they're watching Fireman Sam.
Kids are much smarter than we think, and I think we don't give them enough credit. There's also the case of the role of parenting in this, because any parent who loves their child will encourage them to be whatever they want to be.
It's absolutely up to the parents. And one day, if I have a baby girl or a baby boy, I'm going to raise them to be tough motherfuckers who look after themselves and don't rely on handouts.
Ella, why are
Fireman
only
Sam?
5% of firefighters women, do you think?
It might be because it's a job that is particularly demanding on physical ability. There are women firefighters
But
who
it's
are
not.
very...
Not based on physical ability. You're fighting fires, mate, you fucking goose. What else would you expect? It's the same with the army in Australia. If you look at the recruitment requirements in the Defence Force, it's different for men and women. You only have to do a certain amount of push-ups if you're a girl and a certain amount if you're a boy. You have to do more if you're a man. How is that equal? How is that gender equality? And by the way, how are you going to rely on the soldier next to you if they don't have to do the same amount of physical activity? It's a simple question. Don't rely on quotas. Make people get there on their own. If you're tough enough, hard enough, then you can do it. All right? Male or female. We know that from experience. Don't just throw people in. It's fucking stupid. But it doesn't stop there. Apparently, Danny Cotton is not happy with the way that firefighters, mainly the men, are sexualised. She doesn't like it that on TV these firefighters go in shirtless with their rippling abs and they come out carrying a damsel in distress. They do not like that. And she doesn't want that to happen anymore. She thinks it's just not fair. It's a bad way and it's not going to encourage women to join the firefighters. But here's the thing. Miss Cotton, can I just ask you this? Have you ever watched a porno when a pizza boy walks in where he's fucking ripped and he's got a 12-incher, right? And he's going to deliver the pizza, but the lady doesn't have the money, so he delivers something else. Hey, his dick. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If you didn't know, I'll just spell it out for you. Anyway, point being, I was a pizza boy once and I saw one of those videos. One of my mates sent it to me and I accidentally watched it a couple of times. And let me tell you, you're right, Miss Cotton. It took me months to get back to work as a pizza boy. I didn't think I could do it anymore because I didn't have my summer bod ready and I didn't have my 12-incher. I only had a 3-incher. You know, don't get me wrong, it's grown to 15 or 16 inches now. But I know what you're all thinking. Isaac, what about Penny Morris? Of course, the female firefighter in Fireman Sam. Penny, she's a badass motherfucker who likes fucking up flames for a living, alright? Penny is what you should aspire to, ladies, and get in there and fuck those flames right in the tuchus. I feel sorry for the youth, the kids that will grow up in the next 10 years. They won't have Fireman Sam, they'll have Fire People Sam. They won't have Postman Pat, they'll have Post-Gender Fluid Pat. They won't have Batman, they'll have Bat There. It's a fucking tough time to grow up and that's why we're all fucked up. But ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what's not fucked up. It's subscribing to this channel. We're going to hit 1 million by the end of the year, so make sure you do it right bloody now. And don't forget, I'm doing the Melbourne Comedy Festival right now. Tickets are below. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick stank. I'll see you all next time. Toodaloo. Bye.